What's up? Alright, I'm just gonna start beginning now because I have no idea what's gonna happen. But welcome back to another live stream. Hang on, that is not right. Alright, that is better. Welcome back to Overnight. But this is not just any overnight. This is Overnight Reborn. My newest project, and actually the one that I'm most happiest with. So we can see over here, we're calling it Reborn because it's a lot of things. There's a lot of power out sounds. Um, so Reborn, we're remaking the first one, only we're gonna make it super crazy. um, so I didn't ban anybody. I haven't banned a single person in this game. Literally, if I pull up my bans list, unless they're naturally in here. Yeah, these are just like naturally people that are in here. I didn't ban anybody. Those are like they were automatically in the Cole's admin thing. I didn't ban anybody in this game. So we have our little rules and stuff, but here we are. So let's just we'll get to the badge, but we're just going to do a a little showcase here. So in here we have animatronics. I'm going to turn off that sound because that is very annoying. It wasn't me. I didn't ban anybody. I have not banned a single person in this game. The only thing that I can remember, the only thing it could possibly be is if it carried over from Overnight 2, which I doubt that happens because badges and all that stuff doesn't. But anyway, so we're just going to do a little bit of a mod showcasing here. I really hope this does not overlap that UI. So we have Freddy, of course the lights are off. How in the world are the lights? The power is on, it's just dark in here. Alright, let's go out here. Alright, so this is Freddy, and they're all generally the same here. We just have a couple things. Oh, hey, Happy is here. So he might join us in the party. So we have, your deactivates. We have a new ability in here called Dismantled that we do right there. And then we have, our Perform. We have a Jump Scare. And then our new thing is the Night Mode. The Night Modes completely function completely different now. They, instead of having a delay, they immediately activate. So if I move, there you go. You see that there's a new animation now. And then I press it again. Immediately, you can do it while you're moving. You can do it with everything. So, and then you can switch your eyes to these eyes because these are the iconic eyes. And then we have a light, so you can manually turn on and off a light so you can see around the place in the dark. And then, we have some other things like Freddy has his microphone. You can do your laughs as his character, and there's even some music. These are all non-copyright because, like, I don't even know if Freddy's music works, but it should be the one from the game itself. Like, so we have the laugh. That's from the game. That's from the game. Yeah, the music doesn't work for some reason. I'm not going to add the old music back. Those, I have reasons for those. The old music is not going to come back, but we might have some new non-copyright music coming in here in the future. So, alright. So there you go. You have Freddy. Now let's go over and take a look at Bonnie. There's a big chat going on here. So now we can go into here. Let's go in here again. Let's take a look at Bonnie. So, like the same. Bonnie doesn't have as many abilities in here, but he still has, you know, your deactivate, your new one. He has his own perform. You know, they have their jump scare, still have your eyes, the light, and he can hold his guitar. There's not very many sounds for Bonnie. I can think of a couple that I can probably add in here, so Bonnie might have some more stuff in the future. This is only in beta, so things can change. This is Bonnie. Let's move on to the next one. So, we can come in here again, and now we have Chica. So let's come out here again. Freddy, what are you doing? Alright, so now we have Chica in here. Once again, we have our, you know, all your animations. She also has her own perform. Same with your jump scare. You have your night mode. You have the eyes, the light, and you can even hold the cupcake. And then right here, this is apparently the fan favorite. If we come over here, we have Foxy, which he should have spawned in his cove, but he didn't. So that is a little strange, but okay. We have Foxy here. So he has his deactivates as well. His dismantled, which looks strange for some reason. We have his perform, which I really like his perform. I really like his perform. We have the jump scare. We have the eyes, the night mode. He has music too, which I believe is just him singing. Yeah, it's just him doing the singing thing. But the coolest thing about him is he can run. And he can run pretty fast. What did I just do? Okay, that was weird. Okay, let's go back to running now. Alright. So there is that one. So now if we reset now. So we have a couple of game passes in here too. That's why they're in here. So you can become either of these two. And yes, Fazbear is also a badge. You can get either one. You can either get the game pass or the badge. I do not suggest getting both of them because then you're just wasting, you know, your Robux or your time or whatever it is. But Golden Freddy is game pass only. So if you want to get Golden Freddy, you can get him there. Okay, so, and then we have our two badges, and we are going to show you how to get these badges now. So, if we go right here, you can become a mechanic, which is essentially the same thing, only you can, like, fix things right here. Like that, you can repair stuff. But we are going to show you how to get the new badges, so we don't really need that. So the first one that we are going to is we are going to show you how to get Fazbear. It closes on the 13th of May 2020 or 2022. And once it closes, it will never open up again. So if it's before the 13th, then you have a chance of getting it. So if you just follow me, we want to head up here. This is a little bit of a balance game. You want and not do what I just did. You want to balance across these beams here. Jesus. This is challenging. Hey, we have Happy moderating the chat now. So, if we just be careful and balance across here. So, Happy, I found out it's your run animation that makes this so nightmarish to complete. So I'm just going to go ahead and fly up here to save time. Yeah, for some reason, like, I have a different run animation that I sometimes use. It works perfectly fine, but for that reason, for some reason there it's not. So, You eventually get up to the top right here, and you may notice that if you try to jump right here, you cannot get up right here. It's because it's like a wall. So you gotta do what I like to call a glitch. So you stand about right here, and you just jump off to the right. Like that. And you'll see that you will just be standing on this. So you just want to move your way up, and then when you get to the top right here, just go ahead and jump across. And there you go. So, now that you're up here, you can now get onto the side of the wall over here and get into the next area. So, now that we're here, we can go over here, drop down into the sand, and we have still a little bit to go. There's no quest to this. You don't need anything for these badges, I should say. You do not need anything to do these. You just gotta know how to get them, which is what I'm showing you now. So you don't need level, you don't need anything. That level and stuff actually won't even be for badges. That will be for other stuff. Oh! That was my bad. Alright, so we are just going to continue our way up here. Alright, and then here is a tougher part. It's still fairly easy. You want to balance across that beam right there. Not 3. Overnight 3 technically isn't a thing. It's not really a thing that much. It was an idea to come out with it, and it was considered ultimate, but it ended up not continuing. So overnight 3 isn't a thing. So there's overnight 1, then there's overnight 2, and then this is this one, which is overnight 1 Reborn. So you could say that it's the third game, but it's really not. It's just a revamp of the first one. Not even a revamp, it's just more of a change. It will feel a lot like overnight because we're going to have the same badges and stuff, but it's going to look a lot better, and we're going to have some even more characters. So we get into a really dark area, and it's dark because it's night. When we get down here, you can see that there's water right here. And so here's what you're going to do. You're just going to want to jump into the water, and you will see the edge of a building right here in the dark. And as you get over here, you can see that there's this sir. You gotta practice. It's very tricky. You will want to try your best to match my position, and then jump over to the side there. And there's an invisible wall there. The Frost Trap badge ended a long time ago. That's not even part of this game. That's overnight 2. Yeah, that ended a very, very long time ago. So, as we are following along the side of this ship here, you will notice that there is something to the back here. And so, if we just follow this rusted beam right here, you will get across to this right here. And so, you'll want to be a little careful right there until you are walking on here. And there you go. And this is the hardest part, which is this little obby right here, which is not even like that hard. There's one jump in this entire thing that might be tricky. And it's really not even that bad. All right, I had a little bit of an issue here. Okay, I had a little bit of an issue. Don't worry. It's fixed now. Is it? Yeah. All right. This is the hardest part right here. You want to drop down onto that. That is the hardest part right there. Is that little uh jump right there? What in the world? That was a weird reflection. I guess that is metal, so it should. Okay, so I'm just gonna fly across here. You guys get the idea. Um, and in the future here, we're actually gonna do this thing. This is in really old Ivy. This badge is supposed to be a reference to a really old badge back in Overnight 1. So that's why all of this looks super old, is because it is from the original. In the this version, we're gonna have it to where if you die in obbies, they're not as punishing. You don't have to die and go to the beginning. It will just, at worst, like just teleport you back at the beginning. So anyway, once you get down there and you drop down to here, which you can see was possible, I just missed it slightly. You just got to jump across these. That is weird. I don't know why that does that. Once again, this is in beta, so this stuff happens. I don't know why it does that. It's annoying. Anyways, it is possible to make that, though. It is easily possible if you can just avoid the stupid glitches, which I blame Roblox for. It is possible. I've seen many people get across it. You get to the end of this, and you just want to jump down here. And you will land down here, and then you just want to make it up this right here. And if you want to make the jump easiest, just head to this side over here, and then jump across. And there you go. You hold down this button. And you want to, hey, how you doing? Yes, I made the, Fnaf Overnight. Yes, it's a fan game of Five Nights at Freddy's. Yes. So, here, I'll do some more chatting later. I just want to get these badges out of the way. So, once you have that, once you hold that entire thing, you'll get the badge. I already have it, so no, I can't pick it up again. So, now time for the next one. So the next one is the alternate dimension. And this is probably one of the most exciting badges that I've ever done. I'm really happy with the way that it went. So this one is a very, very long run. It's not hard at all. It's just a long run. We want to get to the very top of this building right here. And if anybody knows anything about Overnight, you will know that that is the tower. And you want to get to the very top of it. So your entrance is right here. So you just run across. Then at the very back end of this building is where you're going to want to go. So if you follow around the side here, you will see this little opening right here. And once you run to the end of it, flashlight. Once you run to the end of it, you'll see that you'll have this little ramp up. And you can go across. And you'll see this giant, or this tall metal beam. And you just want to follow this all the way up. Yeah, you can join the server. Oh yeah, this is not Overnight, the original. So you probably need a game link. Here, let me put that in here. All right. save. That is there, and we can put that right there. And that is it. It's all just one giant server. There's no like private servers or anything. We're just in a completely public server, so you just just play the game and see if you can get in here. So we just got to climb the very top of this. It's very long, but I kind of found out that if you just don't move and you just keep holding shift, then like you'll just climb up here. Thankfully, though, your stamina recharges really fast, so that's not really an issue. So, once when you're at the top, which we are almost at, right here, we can make our way across, and you will see this thing right here, and you want to do exactly what it says. You want to investigate it, and you can see that your screen will go dark, and you will wake up here. All right. Happy knew where I was going. He was just waiting for me. So, this is a little bit confusing. If you notice, it is the main room flipped upside down. So you may notice that there is this here. You do not want to grab this yet. You want to grab this last. So where you want to start is here. So you can see this giant plushie right here. Go ahead and click on that. Pick it up. There is a second one right here. And pick that one up. And then there is one over here. You want to pick that up. And then there's one over here. You'll want to pick this one up. Open up that one. And then you can pick this one up. Being weird. Want to pick it up. And then over here. Do not jump into those. Those are lasers. Those will oof you. I had some people who apparently didn't know that. Which is strange. You do not want to hit those. Pick that one up. And then right here, you can open up that one. And then pick this one up. And you will need a total of 8. We have 7. This should be the 8th one right here. So, once you have all 8, you will see that it changes colors. Now you can pick it up. There you go. And then once you have picked up, you'll notice that the lasers that I was talking about are now gone, and you can come into this room here. And you will see right here you have the alternate dimension badge. So you can hold this, pick it up, and then your screen will slowly fade. And here it is. You have a little story right here. So you can read this story and hit next, and you'll go on to the next line here. And then I will just take this nice and slow in case any of you want to read this. And then you just continue going through this. And there's an entire story here. 2 mysterious characters. The only thing is, if any of you know anything about Overnight, then you will know who this is. You will know who Unknown 2 is just by this. And if any of you know anything about this story, this might blow your mind. And then once you're done, it closes and you'll have the badge. I already picked it up, so it didn't show it, but anywhere between it fading to black and you finishing that story, it will give you the badge. So, now I'm going to do a showcase of these 2 badges, and then, I might hang out here for a little bit and read some of the chat and stuff like that. So, if we go into here and we go into badges, you can see we have Fazbear, which is by far one of the coolest characters in here. In my opinion, it is by far the coolest. So we can go ahead and walk out over here. And yeah, it's just a really cool character. So thank my piece of crap headphones. Sorry if this sounds all of a sudden awful because I have to change them. So screw these headphones, get them out of here. Alright, I cannot hear anything now. So, anyway, ignoring that, so you have your perform here, you have your jump scare, which is a really cool sound. You can't hear. I'm not going to play it though because it's really loud. You have your eyes, so you can switch your eyes. I think these ones are cooler, but you know, it's whichever ones you want to do, they're there. You have a light, which is an orange glow. So if you go in here, you can really see the orange glow. And then you have these other two options. And the same is basically alternate dimension is basically the same. You can come into here and you have this character right here. So you can see he looks a little bit corrupted, and that's because if you read the story, it talks about how you get about how Freddy gets corrupted, and this is what he becomes. Open up the door, please. And you have basically the same thing. You have your light, the eyes. It's like a really, yeah. It was originally a bug, but I kind of liked it, and everybody else said that they liked it, so I kept it. And yeah, so these are the two new badges that you can get. We have a lot more coming soon. Like more than I can keep up. On the 13th, when the Firefighter closes, we will have a brand new event limited time with a lot of different things to do. So, this is the new game. This has been a really big project. There's still a lot that needs to be done, and there is stuff to do. And we'll have even more stuff to do later on. So, it's a very exciting project. So I will hang on here. I will start reading the chat once I get my second pair of headphones. All right. All right. Let's. Hello. Turn on, please. Are you guys plugged in? Yes, you are. Okay. And let's see if my stuff has connected so I can hear it again. All right. Hang on. Sound? Question mark? Hey, there's sound. Okay, here, let me set it up. I have to switch my output. There we go. Now there's sound again. I still sound like crap, but sadly there's nothing I can do about it at this point. I did it. What I do? What I do? I bet I know what you're talking about. Huh. What I do? What I do? I don't know what I did. Oh my god, there's a lot of people in here. What is happening? How am I doing? I'm doing alright. Oh yeah, hang on, I'm just gonna tell everybody in here that I'm alright. I'm just gonna put this in here because I don't want to like just write in chat while I'm doing a live stream. So you know, I'll encourage you to join us. How's everybody's day? I have had a great day. There's a lot of stuff. Yeah, I don't know why my channel's doing so good. I don't even know that much anymore. This is the first upload I've done in like 3 weeks. But anyway. So,
Hello there.
stuff. So, um, so obviously there's still a lot of bugs, so we might spend a little bit trying to find some of these bugs now. So, yes, I see that. So, and then obviously we're working on settings control and stuff, so we can get your game to run better. So if you are in here, you can see we have one setting so far, which you can disable your performance. I actually kind of like it because it looks like the really old version without the advanced graphics. It makes it look worse, but for me, I kind of like it just because it has some meaning to me. So, but yeah, if it struggles to run, you can try turning that off and see if it'll run.
Nostalgia.
And you can see that there is many buildings, all of these buildings, and over there. You technically are not supposed to go over there, but obviously there's a purposely built glitch for you to get over there. But there's all those areas over there. There's so many more areas that can be explored. Showed me badge. I showed you the badge in this live stream. You can I don't have 17K subscribers. I have 17K subscribers. I don't know how you even got 17. It's like a 2.7K, something like that. I don't know how you. Oh, 17. This is, what in the? Oh, 7. What in the? I don't believe in that.
To the game itself.
Who botted the game? I don't believe that. I don't believe to the game. Who paid? Who wasted their money on bots in this game? Who botted the game? Who wasted their money on bots? Okay. Any.
Yeah, it's one person that just buys bots over and over and over and over and over again.
I'm sure there is.
He's just waiting until it gets that certain number.
Yeah, so we've already shown the badge, so if you don't have one of the badges or you want to see one, you can go back into the live stream and take a look. We show a lot of stuff in this.
Mm-hmm. And I'm gonna become Golden Freddy.
Hey, what's up? This is kind of confusing because I don't know who is like in the live stream or who is like I don't know what is all. What? It's Gallant Shadow Glitch. Okay, I'm just going to say this. Now, I'm not gonna like throw anything at anybody or anything, but I'm not a fan of TikTok. So, if you mention anything about TikTok, I am probably not going to. I'm probably never going to see it, nor am I going to watch, just as I don't support that. I don't support that streaming area. But hey, you're welcome to do whatever you want. You can record this, do whatever. I don't. So, okay, this thing right here.
I'm myself.
Okay, this thing right here. Okay, Roblox censoring looks like it kicked up. No, it didn't. Okay. I don't know if you know what Roblox is, but that is insta ban right there if that were to be made. Okay. I don't know if you know what Roblox is. That is insta ban right there. It depends on what you call a beta phase. For this game, this technically could. This technically could be a full release, minus just the fact that there are a couple of bugs, but this technically could have been a full release because we have the 4 main characters and a couple of badges and a game pass. So technically, yeah, it can be released. You know, you have everything you need here to be a full release. I just don't call it a full release because I don't believe it's released. I don't believe it's ready yet. And so, yeah, the black holes. There's a story behind that. It's pretty interesting.
Oh, Bonnie's being eaten by the ground. Bonnie's being eaten.
Where is this happening? Where is this happening?
I'm the Golden Freddy.
Oh,
Bonnie's getting eaten.
they're both being eaten.
I like how you can just do this to yourself.
And so in order to be a high member, you have to. So in order to be a high member, you have to DM me in Discord. You give me your username, and then you can get high. You can get a higher ranked role. Which in this game, that is actually planned to do stuff um, to where becoming a member and higher member and stuff will help you out a little bit. What even is this game? It's a
and being an
roleplay, but
animatronic
a
will
lot of people
also
don't see
allow
it
you to
as
go
a
through certain
roleplay.
doors as well.
Well, right now that doesn't do anything. It's the authority level and all that doesn't do anything. Leveling and all that stuff, you know, they level up. Those are basically just to show how in the world. How okay? That is gallant. Okay, I do actually. Okay, I do actually believe that number. Okay, gallant. Bro, I'm not exactly sure who you are, but man, you play this game way too much. Like, seriously, you play this game way too much. Alright, come on. Do what now? Like, if that was anybody else, I would have been concerned that that was a hack or something. But because it's you're the only one of the only people that I can actually believe that from. Like, seriously. Jesus, we got a lot of people in here.
That is a lot.
I don't like it. Can we go back to only having 2 players?
Yeah,
in
we
this?
really do.
I don't know how I feel about having this many people in here. I don't know how I feel about it.
Not.
Can we just go back to a couple of players in here?
Deal with it. You just need to deal with it.
I don't know why your PC's like this. Is a fairly big game. I will note that this is a fairly big game, so it's like whoever is playing this on a mobile device, I don't know how in the world you're able to run it because this is a very big game. Like I've never even seen like I've never seen a Roblox game get a memory error until I had a friend who keeps getting memory errors from this. So this is fairly big. Actually, this runs a lot better compared to the original overnight one. I lag like crazy playing the original one. I'm not making anything from this. I don't make anything from this.
The original one wasn't well. it eventually got optimized, but jeez.
Yeah, I don't make anything from this. I do this entirely just for fun. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, if you weren't here before when we did the badge, you can just like rewind the stream and rewatch it. This is already on my live stream playlist, so this will always be here. Once the stream ends, you can go to that playlist and you can rewatch this. So yeah, this video will always be here. Now, will my Fazbear always be here? No, that ends on the 13th, but you still have
That
like
Foxy just walking up.
you still have
That's
like
funny.
a week left or so, so you still have
What?
plenty of time to
So
get it.
this guy's buff. This guy's buff with a small head.
What is this? What in the world?
He's over at the kitchen.
You got some strange creativity there.
What the?
So,
Okay.
with the
I've
models,
seen everything.
I imported them to Roblox on my own, but I did not make them. And where I got them, I read the rules. They didn't say that I wasn't allowed to, use these. So I went ahead and used them because it was not against their rules. That is one thing that I do plan on adding here soon, maybe even after the live stream, is the credits. So you can see the credits, you'll see like the creator and who made what down there, and yeah, you'll see who like the original creator is. If you're wondering though, the creator is Ryan Fox. You can find the models on SFM because that's where I got them. But yeah, so I imported them on my own. Did you import them to a site? Yeah, I imported them to Roblox. I got them from another place though. Plus, all of these fleshed out models and stuff are gotten from the same place. Like I've even seen some of the bigger ones, like Fredbear's Mega Roleplay. They're also gotten from the same place as well that I get them. They just import them on their own. So, but no, I do not use the toolbox or what. I don't even remember what it's called anymore. Toolbox or like free models or something. I'm not going to copy the mesh because that is, in terms of Roblox, that is technically in a way stealing, and it can also is considered using free models, which are things that people hate the most in terms of Roblox stuff. And I'm going to keep doing it the way that I do it. It's because when I import them this way, it gives me a lot of control over what I import and what I bring in, and it allows me to modify a lot of this stuff. So I can technically go into more details in the models if I want to with the way that I do it. That's why back when the Springtrap that was in here for a little bit, I don't know how long it was in there. It's like over an overnight 2 right now. It's a very high quality Springtrap, and I'm willing to say that's probably one of the highest modeled Springtraps in Roblox. Maybe not the highest, but it's definitely one of them just because of when I imported it, I was able to import it. It's a high quality because I knew what I was doing with it. When they fixed the old Morrison Overnight 2, I'm not really doing anything with Overnight 2. I tried to bring the game back, and I updated the game. I added, I added like 3 new badges in there for people to get, and nobody wanted anything to do with it. It was pretty much a clear sign that Overnight 2 was over, and so I moved on to here. I'm probably not going to do anything with Overnight 2. What is that music? Why the Fire Spring? I don't know. He kind of Fire Springtrap was a character that was in the original Overnight 1, and he just never got thrown over into Overnight 2. But yes, because this is the reborn version of Overnight 1, all of those Overnight 1 badges are being moved over here. So yes, that Fire Springtrap will eventually make its way back into this world. Goodbye. Hope you had fun in this.
No.
So, you've seen that head before? Or, I mean, these are all Finding Freddy stuff. I hope that you've seen this before. If you don't know what Finding Freddy's is, stop what you're doing. Stop watching me. Unsubscribe to me. Go check out what Finding Freddy's truly is. And then you can come back in here and decide. If you don't know what Finding Freddy's is, don't be here. Because this is not Finding Freddy's. This is a family from Finding Freddy's. This is not Finding Freddy's itself. Want to make that clear. Well, Scott Cawthon and what is their new what is the new owner's Steel World Studio or something like that? Yeah, go check them out. Go check out Finding Freddy's. Go look up Markiplier Fnaf, and you'll have like every single Finding Freddy's thing that you would ever want.
This Foxy had a weird thing happening.
I thought because I mean, if you like
it, oh no, there's still another one.
It's I don't know. You just try to have fun. Like the channel says, we do games the dumbest way possible. So if you like seeing like new reactions or like average gameplay, I'd say if you want to like watch videos of games where they're not insta pros, then yeah. Except for the fact that what do you? Except for Subnautica. I'm going to be going back to Subnautica. I know exactly what I'm doing. Not the real Markiplier. There's somebody in here. Yeah, there's that. That's not the real Markiplier. That's not the real one. I mean, I don't like that people.
The real meaning behind Markiplier.
I don't like the fact that they're so everybody's using it, but I guess technically, you know, I got them from some other place, so technically I don't make them. I don't own them. What I hate more is just the fact that Roblox still allows the fact that you can get it. I even had somebody tell me what the program is. It's like something called Synapse X. It allows you to copy entire Roblox games for your own thing. So it's not the fact that people have play models that I hate. It's just the fact that Roblox allows it to happen so easily. Because like I didn't technically make them. I imported them to Roblox, but I didn't make them. So it's like, you know, somebody else takes them, you know, whatever. I don't play Phantom. What will happen to Overnight 2? It'll stay there. I'm not gonna remove it or anything. It'll just stay there. It'll be its own separate thing.
So
the only way that Overnight 2 would ever change is if
Overnight 2?
I know, I mean, sorry. What happened to my... Well, that was weird. Yeah, the only way that I play Among Us, I've played Among Us a lot of times. I haven't played it recently because not a lot of people joined. the last time I've done it, but if we get enough people wanting to do Among Us again, we can go back to it. But yes, I have played Among Us before. I'm not the best at it. You're glad everything changed. Will there ever be
I
a
s-
toy? So we do actually have toy animatronics. I don't know if you guys know who Crowned 3D is. He made the FNAF universe. Me and him are making a collab game where we do have the toy animatronics, and we might move them into. We might get the toy animatronics in here as well. We already have the unwithered version of the withered animatronics in FNAF 2 imported. We're working on adding those in here. We're planning on adding a lot of stuff in here, but like with everything else that comes with game making, it needs time.
mhm.
But yeah, we're planning on getting a lot of things in here. There's a lot of stuff that there's still so many things that has to be done. Um, the only reason why I don't accept friend requests is well, let's put it like this. So, you know, you know, uh not not trying to be selfish or anything, but I have 2,000, 24,000 or 2,400 followers on Roblox and 2,000, almost 3,000 subscribers on YouTube as of today, right now. And even though they changed the limit right now, and Roblox is saying that I have over 500 friend requests, I know I have well over 6,000 friend requests. And I
Mhm.
literally cannot accept all of them for the simple fact that Roblox only allows 200 friends.
Mhm.
What's my opinion on said developer? He's a cheap. He was literally like, "Oh, I make a game. Let's steal this guy." That's the only part that I hate that was stolen is the UI. I entirely made my UI on my own, and he was just like, "Oh, okay, let me steal this." That's that I absolutely hate because I had a model that wasn't even released yet, and he stole that UI before it was even released. I ended up uploading it's the new UI for like the newest version of Lorebender, but he ended up stealing that before it was even released. That's what I hate, and I hate the fact that Roblox just allows that stuff to be stolen. So yeah, screw stud developer. I will never choose to work with him. I mean, you can make your own like fan game or whatever. There's no guarantee that I play it just because there's just a lot of games, and typically I don't tend to play them simply just because I know what a Roblox virus is, and I don't trust a lot of that stuff. You can make games that are inspired off of this stuff, but there's no guarantee that I'm gonna play them. I don't play a lot of games. What's my opinion? I mean, I don't I don't really hate overtime that much. At least because at least those guys have some creativity in the fact that when so if you don't know, Rage Phantom was inspired by and was created from a friend of mine. I didn't make it, and so it wasn't my permission for them to add it. It was theirs, and so when I asked them to remove it, they did actually remove it. So in terms of overtime, if they're all the same creator, I don't, I don't hate them. They do at least follow my wishes, so I don't hate them. Apparently, somebody said that they did steal models and stuff, and it's like, yeah, I don't like that, but they do at least follow the wishes and stuff that me and the other people that have created the stuff have. so I don't really hate them. You know, I can respect them and what they do. Then obviously, it's not even worth, talking about FNAF Universe because we all know where I stand on that. I support them, and I've done collabs with them and all that stuff. They have successfully done what I've hoped what my tutorial series has done is it's allowed people to, you know, take the basics of overnight and create their brand, like their very own game. Universe maybe was slightly the same because it has like leveling and like clerks and all that stuff, but in the core, it's its own game. It's nothing like overnight. So I fully support them, and I've helped Universe a lot of times.
Mm.
You just ask them. Well, they're not my models. They're my import stuff. If they use, my anything that was mine or something, I would ask, like to credit, like give me credit on, like if I imported the model, like the models, or if I made like a script or a UI or something like that, or like in like ideas. If use like no Night 2 idea, obviously you got the it's kind of fun because they made Final Freddy's, but if you give credits to stuff, like I don't care, and even if you don't, I don't appreciate that, but it's like what can I do? As long as you don't do what um I don't even know how they call it. They call themselves dynamic pixels or something like that. Uh, they made a absolute trash quality of Overnight and tried to claim their own. And I made an Overnight game on Game Show, and they tried to claim that it was all theirs. So, that I won't stand up with. But it's like credit or something. Yeah, But the worst thing I do is like just ask them for credits.
Mm.
A reveal. I keep telling everybody I will do a reveal if I make it to 5,000 subscribers. Once we make it to 5,000 subscribers, we will. My mind is not working. We will do that, and we'll do like a big Q&A and stuff like that. Even though this is technically just a Q&A, because I'm just hanging out in here answering questions and stuff like that. So I won't stay in here for too much longer because I do have some other stuff that yes, 5 years. I do have a game. This is not on Game Jolt. This is on Roblox, but I do have a game on Game Jolt that you can download and play. It's right there. I do not. So there is this is a Game Jolt game, it's really like Fight the Freddy's. Only it has its own like gameplay mechanics, and there's like overnight characters. Like any they're not in the game just yet, but if any of you know who like the Rage Phantom or Warbender or the Savage Phantom is, they're iconic overnight characters and all that. Like they're in the game as well. So it's just it's a really cool thing.
But that's interesting Roblox character. Anyways.
Jesus.
What?
That's a big friggin' cast that I has on his leg. That's kind of where I stand. I don't hate them or anything. I respect them a lot for what they do because they follow my wishes and stuff. But it's not that point where I support it or anything. So. You were Overnight 2 is not gone. It's still here.
Overnight 2 is still playable.
Yeah, it should be playable unless they did something else. I'll put Overnight 2 in the link. It's still there. It's still. I haven't done anything. The only thing that I did was put a portal to this game over to it so people can find this game. Yeah, I didn't remove it. I didn't. It's still exactly the same. It's still at the version where the revamp of the vampire came out and like the red storm and all that stuff. It's still there. I didn't move it. I didn't remove it at all. I might know what you're thinking. There was like a couple of days or something where it went offline because we had a crash in the save system. Yeah, no, we had a crash
Mhm.
in the save system, and so people didn't lose their saves. I shut down the. Yeah, you couldn't find it. That's probably because it was offline. Like, uh, yeah, for a couple of days it went offline because there was a crash in the save system, and so people didn't lose their saves. I shut down the game until it was fixed.
Mhm.
So you're probably looking at it during that time that it was shut down, but everything's fixed now and it's online and everything.
Mhm.
So you gotta take your time with it. Like I don't know if any of you know this, but Overnight isn't even the first game that I attempted to make. The first game that I ever made is absolute garbage. It still is. It's still like publicly playable and everything. It's absolute garbage. Like
It's
you
public
gotta
enemy number
like
one.
you gotta like take your time. It took me many years,
I'd imagine.
This is my fourth year of making games and I'm still learning stuff.
Mhm.
You really have to take your time in making a game.
Well, I mean, when you make a game for the first time, you're never gonna be that good at it.
Yeah. Overnight 2 isn't going to change, but if you're talking about old badges, old Overnight 1 badges are going to be remade in this game and you'll be able to play them.
Mhm.
And then eventually we're going to, which I don't know how this is going to go. People are probably going to freak out, but once I'm done with Overnight 1 Reborn, I'm going to make an Overnight 2 Reborn and remake everything on that as well. This game is yes, it is partly unfinished. There's still a lot that we got to do in here.
Yes.
We got all of them except for one. That's impressive. There's very
Wow.
few people that have all of them. I think Happy has all of them, but he's been playing for a long time. But
Yes.
it's yeah, having all of them though is devastating. Now, if you have all of them starting from Overnight 1, which I don't think anybody has except for myself, but I don't really count myself. Alright, that's
I think you had another
a lot.
friend that may have got every single one of them.
The closest thing would have been Egg, who has all the Overnight 1 stuff, but he kind of stopped playing in Overnight 2, so there's some Overnight 2 event stuff that he doesn't have. So he doesn't
Mhm.
technically have all of them either. When will the update came
Mhm.
out? So the next planned update is an event, which if you can see in the planned update called the Haunted Forest event. That is going to come out on the same day that Fazbear closes. It's going to be on the 13th. Now, this is in beta, so we're going to be doing a lot of updates. So you will see, things change and stuff during this time. But the big update with the new badges and stuff will be on the 13th.
Mhm.
Is
I,
it
I
rare or
like how you
common?
just keep on
So
running into light poles.
I do. I gotta think those are changing at some point. So
just makes
it depends
yeah.
on what fun day you're talking about, because Fun Day 1100 and Fun Day 2200 are technically him, and he got hacked on those, so he has a new one. He goes by Eggward now a lot. Um, he's Egg Boys, like
Mhm.
numbers on Roblox. He hasn't joined this game at all. He doesn't play much Roblox anymore, so it would be very extremely rare, especially in Overnight 2, to get him to join that. But like, it's pretty rare. Like, I don't know if he'll even come online again. Like, the reason why Edward was a badge is just because of the fact that he's the only person that I know other than myself. Obviously, I don't include myself to get all of the Overnight 1 badges in there. And that's why he was. And eventually we started getting to the point to where he was a tester for a lot of stuff, and he gave ideas and stuff, and that's why he was a badge.
Mhm.
But anyways, we're probably gonna finish up here. So if you haven't seen uh the guide, you can go back to the original part of the live stream. I showcase all of the free characters and how to get both of the new badges in here. So, 12 months. Yeah, it's because his account got hacked, and so his account got hacked, and the hacker, whatever it is, changed his password, so he can't get into it anymore. I believe his new one is like Eggboy 1100 or something like that. Let's see here. Where is he? Right there, yeah. Eggboy 1100.
The mob, the angry mob.
I really didn't expect that this game it'll be in 1 second probably. What? Do what? I have no idea what that sentence was or what he's saying in that.
Yeah, just randomness. Just random.
Anyway, you would think I would have eventually gotten enough of a common sense to fix this after this being here for years. Well, fun time maybe. Not this crap model that you see right here. I don't know why that's still there. That thing won't be playable, but I might make a good version of Funtime Chica and make that playable. We'll see.
The stretched sand.
You know, yeah, you would have thought that I would have eventually fixed that, but I still haven't.
It's something that's just like buried at the back of your mind or something.
It really is. It's just one of those things where the second I look away from it, I forget about it.
Forget about it. Never mind. I just want to do something that's. I'm sorry.
You're lucky I don't know what reference that is.
And I know exactly where it's from.
I'm sure you do. You're the one that said it.
Well, it's not necessarily where it started from, but
there is an ocean event. It's not near the ocean event in Overnight 2 is not nearly as big as it is in Overnight or was in Overnight 1. There is an ocean event. That's how you get Rage Phantom. If you go watch Digitized Pixels, he does a video on how to get all that. There is an ocean event. We are remaking the ocean event over here. There is currently nothing over here. Like if you go into like the water, there's nothing. But yeah, we are gonna have a new ocean event, new areas, and all kinds of stuff in
there. There's just a singular spaceship in it.
So yeah. So the answer is yes, there was, and there still is. You just gotta get to it. What is happening to this door?
Probably many things.
What is happening to this door?
Somebody broke the door.
What is up with this door? I don't know.
Wasn't the door always like that?
I don't know. Has it been like that? I don't know.
I'm pretty sure it's been like that.
It might have been. We're just gonna do a door wars. Who can keep the door open on one side?
Just
My power's on.
oh, oh, I glitched right to the door. Oh, it pushed me in. The door pushed me in. How dare you? This door is sentient. It's alive.
What happened to this door?
Which door are you talking about? Oh, this door.
What happened to the door?
You slammed the door into my face. Oh,
Yes.
are you talking about it going through the shelves?
No, I mean, look at the darker piece of wood that's supposed to go all the way across.
Oh yeah, I see that. I see that.
Whoops.
The game's still in beta.
Yeah, no one does with that door. What is happening?
Why is the doors getting like that? Why? Why? Okay, is there anything wrong with this door? Close? No, there's nothing wrong with this door. What the? Ow. My face.
Who just keeps closing all the doors?
A person that wants power out. A power outage. Ah!
Oh, yeah, I have
Ow,
to get
my
a new door
face.
sound because for some reason the audio for the doors aren't. I gotta get a new sound.
Yeah, it's just a very silent door. It's
Oh my god, there's a
extremely
lot of
silent.
people.
Hello there.
I got a mask. Didn't appear in my inventory, but it was still technically there. It's in the 4. I got a mask.
It's not there for you, but it's there for me. I got a mask. My mask is useless.
All right, but I'm gonna go ahead and end this here. You don't grind for parts anymore. And overnight one, it was annoying. That's why we changed it, but it's not like that. But I'm gonna end this stream here. Hope you guys enjoyed it. You can rewatch, the badges and all that stuff later on, and we will see you in the next one.